All right, let's continue further. And now we're going to look at ChatGPT, which is a pretty amazing tool, actually. It has some flaws, but it's new and it's very good at just gathering mainstream information. So ChatGPT on the main paper on COVID virus isolation. So with the rise of artificial intelligence, or AI, and here I put this back in quotations just because just to be more neutral, because this video is about just analyzing the claim that there is even a virus there. So with the rise of artificial intelligence, AI, it is now quicker to gather and synthesize mainstream information. And I say, quote, mainstream because ChatGPT, like Wikipedia, is biased towards information that is already widely held by the mainstream institutions and public at large. For mainstream information, I mainly cite Wikipedia, but where it comes short, I have found that ChatGPT helps fill in the gaps. For example, in this discussion, ChatGPT gave me the main paper cited on COVID-19 virus isolation. All right, so here if you go to chat.openai.com and basically /chat, then you can sign in with your make an account. Or I just signed in with my Google account. And here's what the question I asked. So I asked it. This is in March 18th, 2023. So it probably changes up how it answers, but you can get similar stuff like this. Anyways, so what is the question I asked is, what is the main paper on isolation of the virus that causes COVID-19? And ChatGPT states, the main paper on the isolation of the virus that causes COVID-19 is, quote, a novel coronavirus from patients with pneumonia in China 2019 by Zhang et al., published in the New England Journal of Medicine in February 2020. This paper describes the isolation and characterization of the virus from patients with severe respiratory illness in Wuhan, China, and provides key information on the genetic sequence, morphology, and pathogenicity of the virus. The findings of this paper were critical in confirming the causative agent of COVID-19 and have been widely cited in subsequent research and public health efforts related to the pandemic. And then MESI asks, again, give me a link to the link of that paper. And ChatGPT, certainly, here's a link to that paper, and there's a link. And so ChatGPT is pretty epic for mainstream information. Also, just a note here, they said it published February 2020. It was actually published in January, but in the, I believe, print edition or their routine issues when they post, it was in their February version. But the actual paper was published in January, I believe. Anyways, let's continue further. All right, so here is the paper. So paper, a novel coronavirus from patients with pneumonia in China 2019. And the following is the paper that ChatGPT referenced as the main paper for, quote, COVID virus isolation. Series from the New England Journal of Medicine, NEJM.org. And so on. I retrieved this March 18th, 2023. All right, continue further. So here is that article, and here's an editor's note. This article is published on January 24th, 2020 at NEJM.org. However, it was part of the February 2020 issue. So it's interesting numbers too. 2020. Lots of twos there. Yeah, so it was published on the February 2020 issue of New England Journal. I believe that's their either print or issuer / edition versions, but whereas the actual article was on the website earlier than that, like almost a month earlier. So anyways, this is a novel coronavirus from patients with pneumonia in China 2019. This is from Nazu, and then I'm not going to pronounce these names. Dingyu Zhang and so on, and this is from the China Novel Coronavirus Investigating and Research Team. And note here, it has 17 references, but then it was cited 15,825 times in articles and other papers and so on. That's fascinating stuff. So again, as I just stated, note that the paper was published on January 24th, 2020, then updated on January 29th. So if you click the PDF version of it, it was actually updated in January 29th, 2020, and it appears in the February 2020 issue of the New England Journal of Medicine, NEJM.